sent. All the texts I get sent. All them friends. Buckle them pop and drinks I get blend. Breakfast party texts I get sent. 6:30 till 10:15. 6:30 till 10:15. Dance get ram with girl and them friends. Pump on the speaker party can't end. 6:30 till 10:15. 6:30 till 10:15. Down when you get mixy, some girl edit tune and run left for picnic. Flights them book all dancers get entry. DJ a string up a play from it empty. Who not drink still a bun off the sensi. Clean our ears, everything we're trendy. Girl them surround with more than plenty. She up in our ears, me love how she friendly. Yeah, this she a tell me say buckle them pop and drinks I get blend. Breakfast party texts I get sent. 6:30 till 10:15. 6:30 till 10:15. Dance get ram with girl and them friends. Pump on the speaker party can't end. 6:30 till 10:15. 6:30 till 10:15.
Y'all make your body boom boom boom, your boom boom. Wind up your boom boom, you're too cute. Your face make the players happy. Good news, y'all are looking at your life, she confused. Money and your best friend, forget them. You're thing a first class, you left them. You fly out, just kind of but I out. And then time you touch road, the bar rapid by out.
Buckle and pop and drinks I get blend. Breakfast party texts I get sent. 6:30 till 10:15. 6:30 till 10:15. Dance get rum with girl and them friends. Pump on the speaker party can't end. 6:30 till 10:15. 6:30 till 10:15.
Give it up for him, legendary, and Zeke Dawn. That was 10:15. Y'all already know it's Kashima Amish, the creator, producer, and host here from the Heart of a Poet. We here every single Sunday from 7 to 8 p.m. at DTF Radio, live and direct. You already know how we do. Now give it up for
I just wanna love you. Girl, you blow my mind. Give me that little brown sugar. I need some flavor in my life. Wine and grind, my baby. Girl, give me that spice. Turn up my little brown sugar. I need some flavor in my life.
Baby, me like it. The way how you whine it. Like in a spine, tick like clap, make my time it. Girl, how you whine it. You know you're the finest. Love how you killing me, girl, but them not say I crime yet.
Wind up your body, girl. No shit. You the life of the party, girl. The attitude cool and they know the rules. Even stepping to the baby, it's the truth. You the baddest in the truth. All the bitches mad at you. That pussy girl give a nigga gratitude, Lord. Fuck up the floor. Back it up and have you fuck up some more. Poppin' like out the store. Fight one, she not drunk with them odds. Ooh, if they want to, your body's so good and I want you. Long story short, baby, what you gon' do? Ass back there nowhere and I'm on you, girl. Don't stop, don't trip. You feel it, girl, back it up, don't slip. My mind flexing this wine and I need it. Ready to eat it all night like I'm greedy. She feeling on the spot and I'm heated. Ready to tear it all night and it's sheeted. Yelling like a Jackson when I beat it. Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. I wanna love you. Girl, you blow my mind. Give me that little brown sugar. I need some flavor in my life. Wine and grind. Girl, give me that spice. Turn up my little brown sugar. I need some flavor in my life.
Baby, me like it. We know you want it. Like in a spine, tick like clap, make my time it. Girl, how you whine it. You know you're the finest. Love how you killing me, girl, but them not say I crime yet. Give me love off your style and your flow. When you ever look clean from your head to your toe. Body ever in a shape, I'm a proudly say so. Just make the body know say that you want a battery that leave me real alone. You are live with you and fuck with Molly. Just forget to bet the mother protest and start a rally. But you one of them girl never fucking on a wally. So she love off the waves and the way that it's spinning. Got her ready see for days. If I'm if there with you a crime, telling me pace. Would I never change your personality? Me love your way. Me just wanna say you are my girl. I believe that man in the rough if you be my girl. You my girl and all of them can live in my world. We just wanna use it my word. You have me attention. So much can name you, but you alone are the best one. You have me attention, and I fight for your affection. So much can name you, but you alone are the best one.
I just wanna love you, girl, you blow my mind. Give me that little brown sugar, I need some flavor in my life. Wine and grind, my baby, girl, give me that spice. Turn up my little brown sugar, I need some flavor in my life.
Baby, me like it, the way how you whine it. Like in a spine, tick like clap, make my time it. Girl, how you whine it, you know you're the finest. Love how you killing me, girl.
Check in.
Give it up for me, Lisa Ciano.
Yo, your
That's Brown
records.
Sugar, y'all.
Got himself at all.
Hey, y'all already know about this song right here.
Alright then.
This be that team.
Alright then.
When live.
Staying live.
Life we live, y'all.
Yo.
What?
We took out with the crew, with them and dead dogs. Murder did the dance, back bash on the bar. Be a man charge dog, be a hot girl dog. Get fucked from afar, ball out spend lord. Jenna J the star, little from a bar. With a scar, son, take a girl that they will make you go war. That make you bust a choke.
Check.
Close my day, even after two shades to press the button. So the clips and man and dead in a day. When you feel like smiling, I'll grab me a plate. At the least you break your foot and make your girlfriend straight.
Yo, we're there at the heart of our poet. Yo, can I say something? We have to wheel that up. Yo, and me say some Blazing Fire TV on IG, Instagram. You don't know how God. We outside. Yo, big up my family. Team Speg. Tell them something. Watch outside. We soon ready to open up outside in Brooklyn, New York. On ready? Summer, spring, fall, we outside. Give thanks and praise. We know, sir, we clear our COVID. True, sir, we get me weekly test. We check in every week and make sure. Yo, me not have it. Yeah. I just the life where we live. We ain't getting hype. We're not gonna fight. Yo, Heart of a Poet, DTF Radio, Blazing Fire TV, host Kashima Amish Productions. We are there, about. The life where we live, just the life where we live. That's my G's. Life where we live. Like the ice in the fridge. Let me break it down for y'all. No. Money? Stutter? Whoa. Yeah. Yo, are the life where we live. Team Speng. Yo, them all the way in Jamaica. I don't know if you check them out on Instagram, Team Speng. Clean heart are the life where we live. Give thanks and praise are just the life where we live. Are just the life where we live. In the field, I shall live. Team Speng.
Give it up for Team Spain. Life we live, y'all. Hey,
More fire.
Now listen.
Hey.
That song, Sexy.
Quiet Storms Production. Shout out to Jack Live.
Yeah.
And Bossy V.
We about to get fly.
What?
You know what it is.
Flying sexy.
But before you get with the lyrics, I need y'all to rock with the beat.
More fire.
Turn up from it's a blazer. Outer road.
More fire, more fire. You ain't know. All the West Indians.
Give it up for Blazing Fire TV, y'all.
When you come close,
What?
nice and slow. Rhythm got you feeling nice. A little faster now, a little playful now. Don't worry about me now. Sexy girl, you like it.
Yeah.
How I flow, don't worry, I can go. Just let me take it there, and we will. Baby, you know what it is. Oh, ain't it sexy? Yeah, you are sexy. Let's make it sexy. Yeah. Just make it sexy. You are sexy. Let's do it sexy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hold on.
see.
Hold on.
Now give it up to
I wanna take you on the dance floor, sexy mama. I'm gonna make you feel it. Wanna make you scream it. I wanna touch your G-spot, give you a sexy healing. You're a sexy man, I'm a sexy boy. Let's make it happen. Let me give it to you. Sexy whining.
Sexy wine.
Let me get behind you and start grinding. Wind it to the left, wind it
To the right.
To move your body like a snake, ma.
When you come close, moving nice and slow. Rhythm got you feeling nice. A little faster now, a little playful now. Don't worry about me now. Sexy girl, you like it. How I flow, don't worry, I can go. Just let me take you there, and you know what it is. Oh, baby, sexy. Yeah, you are sexy. Let's make it sexy. Yeah. Just make it sexy. You are sexy. Let's do it sexy. Yeah. Oh, sexy. Yeah. Sexy. Yeah.
And the bass stay booming. Carry on round to it.
Boom, boom, boom.
And the bass stay booming. Go up, carry on round to it.
What?
And this club stay lit. We don't worry about the hate you get.
Come on.
That shit is down.
Oh.
Nowadays we pulling out.
What?
And everybody out.
Yeah, getting money nowadays. And the beat stay booming. What? Yeah.
Club stay lit. We don't worry about the hate you give us. That shit is down.
Hey.
Nowadays we pulling out.
Come on.
And everybody out way.
Getting money nowadays. Damn. What?
Money in my hands.
It's that B. Leash, y'all. Booming.
Man, I'm bad at walking all over town and be caught. You a hater, you frown, speak. Can't beat.
Yeah.
And we shine bright, you can't even see.
Big up all of the mothers for Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. From the heart of a poet, we gotta say special shout out to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day. Blazing Fire TV says so.
And this club say leader, we don't worry about the hate you give us. That backslide is down way. Nowadays, you calling out our way. And everybody our way. Getting money nowadays. Hey, you know I'm about it. Riding with me, then ride with me, no stop. Now I'm on, you know they gon' beat you. I'm out of the night, see. Yeah. You ain't love me, ahorita. Counting money, the key watch. I do whatever y'all niggas don't see. I keep it moving, y'all niggas just keep stop. Why you think you keep it? I'm a paper chaser, my nigga, I keep it. Pay me for my girls, I keep it. Stay away from lanes, they keep it. And the bass gon' keep rock. I don't hear you square, just keep rock. Club so turned, feel like a street rock. My nigga, yeah, we rock. Getting money nowadays. I was always just a run away. Always just a run away. Now I'm here, baby, now I stay. And the bass stay booming. Go up, carry on round two. And this club say leader. We don't worry about the hate you give us. That shade is down red. Nowadays, we ballin' out our way. And everybody our way. Getting money nowadays. And the bass stay booming. Go up, carry on round two.
Yeah, give it up for B Elise. That was booming. Listen, I'm gonna need y'all to give it up for my photographer, videographer, Blazing Fire TV, holding it down up in here with the music. Give it up for him. Yeah, give it up for him. He's holding it down. Now I'm gonna need y'all to give it up for Ebony J up in the building. She's in the building, y'all.
Yes, I'm here.
Then I'm gonna need y'all to give it up for Jasmine in the building.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. Now, before we get into why these dope young ladies are here today, you already know how we do here. I am your creative producer and host here from the Heart of a Poet. We here every single Sunday from 7 to 8 p.m. live and direct at DTF Radio Station. I'm gonna need y'all to tap in and stay tuned. Give it up for our freestyle battle rap competition that's coming up this June, July, and August. Shout out to that. Yes. It's gonna be a movie. You understand what I'm talking about? So listen, we are calling all artists to the battlefield. If you think you got it, if you know you got it, if you believe you're the best out of 5, maybe even 4, or even 3 or 2. We prefer 5, but if we end up with 2, that's okay. So if you think you're the best out of between 2 to 5, I'm gonna need you to DM us at From the Heart of a Poet. We are giving away $150 cash prize. We are also giving away 2 free hours studio time with We Work Productions. Shout out to that. We are also giving away a 30-minute photo shoot with Blazing Fire TV from the Heart's very own Blazing Fire TV. Give it up for that. I have a little piece for you guys today. You know how I give it up, right? I am one of Brooklyn's own dope spoken word poets. So this piece is titled Mother. Before I begin, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all mothers. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers. Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. That's my mother, Regina. Happy Mother's Day to my grandmother, Dolores, my aunt, Darlene, to my sisters, Misha and Michelle. Happy Mother's Day to all of my family members, all of the women across the nation. Happy Mother's Day, you heard? Give it up for them. This piece is titled Mother. A mother's love is supposed to be quite selfless. I find that kind of interesting because meanwhile growing up, I've always felt less. Feeling worthless, full of regret. I've always known less, so I had to hurry up and grow up so I can play catch up. Now, how fucked up is that? I had to catch up to where they had brought me. I didn't know much about playgrounds, family trips, and toy stores. Ripped away from the very core of me. Mother, I needed you to nurture me. I needed you to nurse my wounds and show me the right way. So that when I grow up and had to go through that no matter what, I'll be able to think of you and know that everything will be okay. But instead, you let them take me away from the breast milk I needed most. Now when others try to nurture me on their words, I choke. Like bad food, I throw it up into the garbage. Mother, because it is for you that I'm starving. Give it up for me, y'all. All right. Now, ladies, we have been into a topic, right? Self-preservation and accountability, right? And I just want to, last week I was discussing some of the things that I had went through that brought me to a place of accountability. And not for nothing, when you come to a place of accountability, it opens up the door for self-preservation. Because of the steps the things that happen after you take accountability. First of all, what it takes to even be accountable for some of the stuff that we be doing. I'm just saying. Because if you're anything like me, you have done some things that you don't even agree with. You know what I mean? So I just want to briefly get you guys' take on the topic. I'm going to say, but I want to share briefly. This week I went through something else. It's like I'm in a trial season right now. I'm just steady going through stuff. But it's all good because at the end of it, I learned my lesson intentionally. And when I can't figure it out, thank God that I have a God of my own understanding. So I know where to go to. You know what I mean? To get my peace and my serenity and get my answers. So I did go through something else this week, guys. Yes, I did. It's like always something. So one of my friends and myself, we seem to be having like a little disagreement or whatever. You know, misunderstandings happen, especially when you first get to know people, so it's a new friend. Right. So, you know, I'm also in the season of, you know, this is the season where I stand for what I believe in. I'm unapologetically me. However, also allowing you to be unapologetically you, whether I agree with it or not. Yeah. I'm just saying, right? So, you know, this person, you know, the manner of the disagreement had me like, wait a minute. Nah, okay. Yeah, and for my opinion, they were wrong, you know, due to the misunderstanding. But in the spirit of being accountable, self-accountability, you know, no, I mean self-preservation and accountability. In the spirit of being accountable, I'm like, you know what? If I would have been more preserving, because sometimes that thing gets flipped. Sometimes it's like, wait, if I would have just kind of stayed over here where I was at, like I said last week, you know what I mean? And not open myself up so much so quickly, because that's one of the things that I had to learn about me. We talking about being accountable, you know what I mean? So now I'm a lot more preserving, because now I know I had an issue with being a little bit too clingy. Or I want to say a little bit too open too soon. Because that's for somebody, but it's not for everybody I meet. You know what I mean? So I just want you girls to briefly give me your takes on the subject real quick before we get into your companies and your businesses and your music. Anybody can start. Mm-hmm. I want you to reintroduce yourself first and then begin.
I'm Jasmine. I think it's self.
Wait. You're Jasmine, and what's your business?
I'm sorry, I thought we wasn't announcing
No,
our business yet.
reintroduce yourself.
I'm Jasmine. I am the CEO of Queens First.
Give it up for that.
Okay, we'll go into the business in a minute, but to stay on topic, I think it's very important to hold yourself accountable in all situations. However, it's also very important to know a balance.
Right.
You're not always the one that's accountable.
Right.
Don't always take accountability where you
And
don't
that was
need
the point
to.
of what I was saying.
It's
Right.
a
About
time
the
to
other
be
person.
accountable for things, but you also have to know the balance when you're taking on too much.
Right.
So it's always
Yeah.
you have to find that person that knows what's too much and knows what's too much for you and can, help provide that balance in your relationship.
That's a fact. And for me, I find that finding that balance for me is really, not for nothing, not to get deep, but it is what it is for me. And I have to do a lot of like praying, self-reflecting.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Self-reflecting is like key to even getting yourself to being accountable, because how do you become accountable? You have to sit back, you have to reflect, you have to take an honest look at yourself. And a lot of times, I don't know about y'all, but for people like myself, taking a look at some of those dark things that I did was a bit challenging for me. You know what I'm saying? So it took a power greater than myself to kind of get me through that. You know what I mean? So shout out to God for being so dope.
Yeah.
Period. So Ebony J, reintroduce yourself and give us your take.
Hey, my name is Ebony J. I'm an artist and I'm a host and radio show and podcaster. We're speaking about self-preservation and accountability. I believe that self-preservation and accountability goes hand in hand. You have to have self-preservation. You have to know who you are, where you come from, what you want in life, what you will accept, what you will not accept. And with that comes accountability. If any situation happens, I feel like it's like the grown-up thing to do, to take accountability for what happens. Like take a look in the mirror and say, hey, was it me that made the situation happen? Did I take on too much? Did I allow this to happen?
Talk about
You
it.
know?
It's
So-
that allow for me.
Right, it's that allow for me, because I feel you when you said you've been going through a lot of shit, and I feel you when you said sometimes you gotta take a look back and you're too open, and sometimes people could take advantage of that. So that sometimes happen a lot to me, where I feel like maybe I'm being taken advantage of because I'm too nice, and I'm like, did I allow this to happen? Or you know what? Sometimes you just gotta take preservation, like stop being too nice and
Right.
step
So
the
open.
fuck up and don't allow it to happen again. So
Right.
you gotta have that conversation with yourself and be like, it's not happening. It's not gonna. You have to take accountability and not allow it to happen again. Because if you do, it will just keep happening and become a repetitive situation.
That's a major fact. Cause like for me, it was like when the same thing kept happening, it was like, wait a minute, hold up.
Yeah.
Okay, I know you wrong about something, but something got to be wrong with me that I'm even attracting this manner of behavior.
Right.
Because not for nothing, we do attract what we are. The power of what's that term they use? Come on, y'all.
Attraction.
Boom, the power of attraction. It is what it is. I mean, it's practical and it's spiritual. You got the power of attraction, practical, but then spiritual is God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man sow, that shall he reap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you, girls, for your take on the topic. I'm definitely
No
going to be going through this
problem.
topic all month because I think it is a very important topic. You know what I mean?
I think,
And
sorry, I think
No, no,
before
you're
you
good.
even take accountability, you have to analyze the situation.
That's
Yeah,
a fact.
analyze the
First.
situation.
Analyze the situation.
Run
'Cause
down it.
like you said, sometimes it's you, but it's not always you.
Exactly.
You
Right.
have to know when it's you, and that's about self-preservation. You know when it's you. You know when you've given too much or when you've done too much. But you also know when you give the fair amount and you don't get enough. So you
Exactly.
have
that's
to
a
analyze
fact.
the
But
situation.
even when it's not like completely yourself, I know that it's like some little small part that we always play, even if it
Right.
was being in the right place at the wrong time. Because not everywhere we go is so, but sometimes timing is everything. That's why it's important to have a power greater than yourself, whatever that is for you. You know what I mean? Because timing is everything. So it's like, how do you learn timing for you? How do you learn when and where, what and how and who and what not for you?
Right.
It takes a power greater than yourself. I mean, at least from my experience. You know what I mean? So, but shout out to you ladies, y'all in the building. So I want to start digging into your queen first, right? Queens first. Right.
First.
Give it up for Jasmine again, y'all. She is in the building, the CEO of Queens First. We have lashes, we have apparel, and we have journal guides. Jasmine, reintroduce your business to us, your company, and share with us a little bit about it, how it began, you know, what birthed the name of it, and so on, because you have 3 different compartments.
Right. I have many different compartments, even more than 3. Right. I started Queens First. Because I believe in everything for women. I think we should put queens first before anything. Every king needs a queen. Every princess needs a queen, needs somebody to look up to. Queen should come first. Basically my business is to promote, to educate, to just show off all different ideas and different things that come with being a woman.
Right.
It's very important, especially at a time like now, that we showcase women, and especially like younger women know you can do literally anything. That's why my business, I do everything. Everything that I can do, I'm doing it. Whether it's blogging, whether it's making journals, whether it's apparel, selling different things, I'm doing everything. YouTube, everything. Just to promote women, because I think it's very important that we promote women in a positive way. Because there's so many negative things that you could say about a woman. So I think it's my purpose to highlight the positives of a woman.
What inspired the journal though? I mean, because we have a lot of people that do lashes. You know what I mean?
Everybody.
A lot of people do lashes, you know, and a lot of people do apparel, right?
Right.
Shout out to all of the independent owned businesses that do those things. However, what inspired the journal? I want you got to take me there.
Before everything, I'm a
The journal
I'm a
guide,
creative.
rather.
I'm a writer. I'm creative. I write everything down. I'm the type of person that'll have 10 different notebooks, using them at the same time, writing different things in different notebooks. The journal for me is organization. It's holding myself accountable, writing down what I need to do, writing down a purpose. Sometimes you'll have so many different ideas, and you'll write them down here and write them down there, and next thing you know, it's 2 months later, you're finding a book, and it's like, oh, I said I was going to do this. For me, it's just putting it all in one place. Having one place where I can write down all of my ideas, all of the things that I want to do, all of the things that I reflect on, things like that. And I think it's very important for women to, have something just to write it down. Just to clear your mind. It's very important for mental health. So the journal that I have is called Adjust Your Crown. It's basically a guide to getting yourself together. It's exactly what it says on the front. We have to-do lists in here. There's wellness checks in here where sometimes you just need to take a breath and think about things and analyze, like we say, analyze the situation, where you are in it, what you could do better, when you did too much, when you didn't do enough. All of that. It's basically a guide, and it also has reflections on it, things that you have to look back on, because the only way to move forward is to see what you did wrong in the past, or to see what worked in the past, and that's what you highlight. Or that's what you don't highlight if it's something that was wrong. So we have that. I have quotes from different inspirational women, because sometimes you have to hear it from someone else. It's just a whole bunch of different activities and goal tracking and things like that I think is very important for all women.
Well, give it up for that journal. That was very inspiring for me. I'm sorry. Well, we would like to take a look at this journal real quick. I think this is amazing. Yeah, from the heart of a poet, we definitely have merch. Yes, that is on the launch. We will soon be having our launching event. So shout out to From the Heart of a Poet's merch. We have hats for men and women. We have t-shirts for men and women. We have tank tops for men and women, okay? We have black ink pens for everyone, all right? What else we got, Blazer? What we got? Black ink. We have journals, but we have writing journals, you know what I mean? You have a journal guide. We have writing journals. That's why I asked you what inspired that, because I understand like that was beyond the surface.
It's
you know what I mean?
Organized. Same thing as journaling, but this
exactly.
is like organized journaling. You know exactly what
right. There you go.
What you need. You can find it quickly.
That's a perfect way to say it. Organized journaling. Mine's is more like free writing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So shout out to From the Heart of a Poet merch. All right. And if you would like to purchase any of From the Heart of a Poet merch, let me know. I need you to DM me at CASHEMA_beauty. I am the creator, producer, and host here. Give it up for Jasmine in the building, the CEO of Queen's Firms. Give it up for her, y'all. Let the people know where they can find you and your merchandise.
www.queensfirst.com. You can find us on Instagram _queensfirst_ and on YouTube Queens First Presents.
All right, give it up for yourself. And happy Mother's Day. I don't know if you ladies have children, but happy Mother's Day if you do.
I'm a godmother, that counts.
Well, listen, give it up for that. Give it up for Ebony J, y'all in the building. Miss Ebony J, you are a radio show host, right?
Yes.
Right? And you are an artist.
Yes.
I want you to reintroduce yourself and tell us a little bit about both. I first want to start with your show, your podcast, and your radio show. Then I want to go into your music and the first song that you're going to perform or have us listen to. I'm hoping you're going to kind of perform, though.
Hey, my name is Ebony J. I'm an artist and a radio show host. I'm the host of the Purpose Radio Show and Podcast. You can find it on YouTube, S Street Media, just type in Ebony J, the Purpose Radio Show. As you guys may know or may not know, Jazz, you kept mentioning purpose earlier in the show. My motto is turn pain into purpose. That basically means whatever pain you've been through, whatever's going on in your life, make it your purpose to do better and be better. I feel like my purpose is music, and it just help inspire everybody to be great. So I started the Purpose Radio Show and Podcast, where it basically explains what's your purpose, because I believe everybody has a purpose. So we come on the show, we talk about purpose. I interview entrepreneurs, artists, different brands, different companies, just anybody that's living within their purpose. And we do different things like bars with brunch. We do different segments. I go out and I do media content. I do event coverage. All of your media needs, I'm here to supply you. All of your hosting needs, I'm here to supply you. If you need an artist to perform, I'm here to supply you. And I'm also good at booking my own shows and booking event showcases and stuff like that.
I know that's right. Well, give it up for all of that. Listen here. You sound like you everyone. Now, now listen, my viewers and my listeners know that I have, this great sense of humor, right?
Yes.
And she going and going and going, right? She just talking and she like, I'm Ebony J and blah, 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 blah. And I'm a poet,
Right.
I'm a writer, yes. I don't just write poetry. However, I'm a poet. So she's going and going and going. I mean, is it just me, y'all? But did anybody feel like this little poetic energy and all that when she was just going, I'm Ebony J. Like, where sis was like, I'm Ebony J. I started to tell Blazing to go put on a little soul beat or something and tell sisters just go into a freestyle real quick. I'm just saying.
I'm weak.
All right.
Everybody always tell me I have like a certain type of voice.
You really do. It's so relaxing, right? It's like, let me just get a back massage and listen to her talk. Just say your vowels. A-E-I-O-U. But anyway, moving right along. So I want to get into, well, first of all, I want to say shout out to the title of your radio show and the purpose of it. I really do like that. Shout out to one of her last interviews with Sodrewski and Fresher, right?
Yes.
Shout out to that. Sis is around town making moves. See? When I support, I follow. When I follow, I support.
Thank
all right?
you for your support, sis. I'm here for you as well.
Definitely. So take us into Ebony J, the artist. You guys heard about her show and where you could find her show, right? Now take us into Ebony J, the artist.
So everything all comes together. So my model, Turn Pain into Purpose, my album Pain and Purpose, my radio show, The Purpose Radio Show and Podcast. So my album is called Pain and Purpose. It's a 7-song album. It has like all shades of Ebony J. So you get a little bit of acting, a little bit of singing. You get a little bit of nasty Ebony J, that freaky Ebony J, that twerking Ebony J.
I know that's right.
And then you get a little bit of just like that deep, just rap where you just talking on the rap and you storytelling and you telling where you came from, and it's real melodic and it's real like breathtaking. So that's the project Pain and Purpose. I have a couple favorites on there. I like Gotta Make It.
Right.
The song that all the girls love is Hood and Classy. Lifted is about being lifted, being high, but also being lifted by God and feeling lifted. What else we got on there? We got Toxic, which is about dealing with toxic men, which I know all girls can relate to.
Yes.
What else do we have on there? We have Remember, where it's basically like me remembering my childhood and how I came up. We have some good songs on there, yeah.
Well, you do have 2 songs for us today.
Yes. Let's see what you guys have.
Now we which you sent me 2.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the first one that you're gonna perform it or we're gonna listen to it.
So this is my first interview.
Wait, first I want to know if you're gonna perform it or we're gonna do a listening session.
This is my first. We may be listening with a little bit of performing. Okay. This is my first interview back from like brain surgery. I've been going through a lot as well. So I don't know if I'll be able to vocally perform it to my best effort as I would like to. So that's why I'm not giving you guys a full-on performance. Which one is this? Is this Gotta Make It or Hood and Classy?
Which one you got, Lizzie?
Come on.
Which one you want? It's got to make it up.
Yeah. Just play one.
Gotta make it. Turn up a little bit.
You ever have a dream so big, you don't know if it's gonna happen, but it's like the life you have, it don't fit you. Like this shit ain't real.
Bella on the beat.
If I can make it here, then I can make it anywhere. It ain't playing fair. Told me it's gonna take 5 years, I got 2. It's time to put this thing in gear. I started wiping tears and started facing fear. Now my vision clear. I could breathe fresh air. I'm in the hood without the way about it. I told my family I don't need no college. This right here is what you call balance. Some relationships can get crowded. I'm blessed, beautiful, talented, and well-rounded. I hopped up in this shit with no styling. You gotta find hearts with no malice. Find guys that are not childish. In your dreams, I could be your wildest. Some relationships cannot salvage. Some people talk it, but they not about it. Some people see it, but they not around it. I'm trying to open my first check and be astounded. Look for a passion, then I went and found it. I put my all into it, then I seen the blessings, and I started counting. This is real life. Always had a feeling this wasn't my real life. Knew it was better, and this ain't what it feels like. Remember childhood days riding in dirt bikes. I was always the type to dream and be business like. I had a choice to always go ahead and do right. See you the type, the person that I unlike. Different, we are not alike. This is still a fight for my career. My future life is I behold. To me, I made a goal. Millions records sold. Sold out shows. Hit the model pose. She's on bold. The queen rose. She got goals. Now she is gold. She switch roles. She controls. She touch souls. I want payrolls, bank rolls, stay low. She tips up her pink toes. All over world. It's really like damn. Wish she was a star cause she had it from within. Wish she would be great cause she always had a plan. So they knew it back then. Yeah, they knew it back then. Hit it bad, just watch me destroy it. I got plans to be it on the portals. No Beyonce, but your girl flawless. Dreams sold, no refunds, no returns. Skin burns for dreams of my concern. Since a youngest short, we had big dreams. Grew up on 4th and Street, chasing the big dreams. Ran into seas, goddamn, that was a big thing.
Yeah. Live in the building.
Give it up to Ebony J, y'all. Yeah. That song was fire.
I said I know that I'ma make it, know that I'ma make it. I said I know that I'ma make it, know that I'ma make it. I said I know that I'ma make it, know that I'ma make it. I said I know that I'ma make it, know that I'ma make it. Believe in yourself. Have faith.
Yeah.
Trust in yourself, trust in the Lord.
Yeah.
Gotta make it. Shit gonna happen. Shit gonna get in the way.
trials and tribulations will come.
You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta believe that you gotta make it, man. So that was Gotta Make It. Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, everywhere. Make sure you guys stream that off the Pain and Purpose album.
Give it up for Gotta Make It by Ebony J, y'all.
Hey.
I like that. All right. So this next track, I want you to tell us a little bit about this next track. We're going to do a listening session for the next track.
Yes.
Correct. All right. So tell us about this next track.
This next track is called Hood and Classy. It's about me getting a little nasty. Nah. But it is. It was just me. It was a free song. I was just like, you just free writing and you having fun with the beat. That's basically what was going on. So this is Hood and Classy. I want you to dance to this.
Oh shit. Hold up, y'all. Did y'all hear what she said? Did she make a request?
Yes.
I gotta get up because
so request. We gotta make sure everything lined up in the building.
my guest said she want me to get up and dance. So hold on. Give me a second.
Yes. Drop that.
He said he liked them Hood and Classy.
Yeah.
I'ma give it to him.
From the heart of a poet, live and direct.
He said I'm hood and I'm classy. He like me cause I'm nasty.
Hey!
For him I get ratchet. I fucked him in the backseat. He was all up on it. I had him weeping and moaning. Then we fucked to the morning. When I'm done, say good morning. Yeah, he like me on top. I like my drinks real nice on the rock.
Yeah.
For him, I do the pussy pop. Yeah, you know the pop lock it.
I had to come to the front, y'all.
Not a vibe that
she
I be
requested
pushing
this
a lot.
dance.
Can't hang with those thoughts. Not a vibe that I be pushing a lot. He said I'm his queen. Treat me like it and everything. He ate me out on the swing. Outside because it is spring. Sunflower in heaven rains. Watermelon in summer breeze. He supports the fact that I sing.
The customer's always right, y'all.
He like it from the back. I
Hey.
got the money, yeah, I got the stacks. He
Oh.
hit me up and I'm calling him back. He hit me up like, baby, you whack ass back. He all up in his prime. I like him because he on mine.
What?
I say because he is fine. Yeah, I saw him out on the grind. Damn, he looks so good. I like him with a little bit of hood. Then we go and we fucking the woods. Fresh air will do you some good. Yeah. Damn, he looks so good. I like him with a little bit of hood. Then we go and we fucking the woods. Fresh air will do you some good, some good. He said I'm hood and I'm classy. He like me cause I'm nasty. For him I get ratchet. I fucked him in the backseat. He was all up on it. I had him weeping and moaning. Then we fucked to the morning. When I'm done, say good morning. Yeah, he like me on top. I like my drinks real nice on the rocks. For him, I do the pussy pop. Yeah, you know the pop lock it. Can't hang with those thoughts. Not a vibe that I be pushing a lot. Can't hang with those thoughts. Not a vibe that I be pushing a lot.
It's fucking me. It's Ebony J. Remember the name, okay? Hey.
Hey.
Hood and Classy. I'ma get you both.
That's Hood and Classy, y'all. Out now on all streaming platforms.
Give it up for Ebony J, y'all. That's that song, Hood and Classy. Shout out to that song, Hood and Classy by Ebony J. I thought that song was definitely what it said. Hood and Classy. You heard? So Ebony J, let the people know where they can find your music.
You guys can find my music on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, Google, everywhere. Ebony J, Pain and Purpose, Ebony J, Hood and Classy, Ebony J out now.
This is for all the grandmothers.
Yo, once again, happy Mother's Day. Happy Grandmother's Day. Because without grandma, it couldn't be my Dukes. You know that. Yo, yeah. Yo, this is the next part of my family, them. Making a tune for all grandmothers. Tune in. Happy Mother's Day. Hey, yeah. From the heart of a poet.
The hardship you face. All through the years. All through the years. My God. All through the years. Yeah. As time goes by.
Yo, big up Zeke the Prophet. Check him out on Instagram. Zeke the Prophet on Instagram. And big up Kafensi the First. Yeah.
Grandma, you know.
Happy Mother's Day.
Always there for me. You're the one who made me strong. Grandma, you are Grandma, you are right. Yeah. No, you are right. Know that you are right. Grandma, you are
Give it up for the honey
right.
Kafensi
Yeah.
family.
We know that you are right. Yeah. Grandma, yeah. Grandma, you did alright. No, you alright. Yeah. My grandma taught me my grandma also taught me my manners. She might pick up a switch for back chatter, a matriarch for the whole entire family. She spoke the true words so everyone could understand her. You feel me? Wasn't afraid to stand your ground. Always stand your ground. Yeah. Your white man fill me up with righteous sounds. Oh Lord.
Oh yes.
Even when the way looks bleak.
But I gotta tell them one more thing. This is what my grandma and my mom taught me. I gotta be every time I step out outside. Yo, we soon open up outside in Brooklyn, New York. I'm thankful for that. Thank God. I hope everybody's staying safe out there. I take my corona test once a week, and you know what's that make clear. DTF, heart of a poet. Clean when we stepping out the streets. Say clean when we stepping out the streets. We thugs mean that. This is what my mom and my grandma told me. Anytime you step out, you gotta be clean. Right. Clean when stepping out the streets.
Right now, I know December, but money and joy, they for me agenda. Right now, me did the cheddar. Right now, we did the cheddar.
Team Speng.
Super figure, come sweet pepper.
On Instagram. Big up Heart of a Poet, DTF Radio, Kashima Amish Production, the host of Heart of a Poet, Blazing Fire TV. You can find me on IG, Instagram. I know say we have video, photographer, everything we do. Movie.
If I'm more running, then you don't know I'm life that clean like the soap and the lace from my height up. Haters must fight that make you
outside.
Changes them try stop.
We're outside. We get, yeah. What we say? Clean. Clean.
Stepping out the street, playing on the stepping out the street. All the dogs them mean, playing on the stepping out the street, playing on the stepping out the street. Them tell who we clean, playing on the stepping out the street, playing on the stepping out the street. Tell who we clean, playing on the stepping out the street. Give it up for Black Fire TV, y'all. The girl them dream, playing on the stepping out the street,
Playing on the stepping out the street.
playing on the stepping out the street, playing on the stepping out the street. Them tell who we clean, playing on the stepping out the street.
Give it up for me, y'all. The creative producer and host here every Sunday, DTF Radio. I'm gonna need y'all to tune in via IG Live, Afro, the Heart of a Poet, or via DTF
So she
Radio
can't
YouTube
leave me
channel,
alone.
7 to 8
So she
p.m.
not
every
leave
Sunday.
me alone. Always call her, text me phone. Traffic control me mental. Can't you see me stuck in my zone? Of the girl I'm
That's
just
how I'm
around.
on.
She not leave me alone.
Big up him,
So she
legendary.
can't leave me alone.
Anyway, I'm there.
Always call her, text me phone.
Another
Traffic
trap
control me mental.
by
Can't you see me stuck
him,
in my
legendary.
zone? All type of time in a day she a call. All type of time in a night she a call. She a run me down for the fi make she scream and ball. She a beg me for the critical fi shop in a mall.
We have bare things.
You girls
Outer Road. Them no one we come in with a 2-hour segment yet. Them no want me over here. Wrong side. They don't want me for the video and photography cause they'll mash up over here, sir. Selection 6:30 to 10:15.
Bump on the speaker, party can't end. 6:30 till 10:15. 6:30 till 10:15. And when you get mixy, some girl edit tune and run left for picnic. Flights them book all dancers get entry. DJ a string up a play from it empty. Who not drink still a bun off the sensi. Cleaning our ears, everything we're trendy. Girl them surround with more than plenty. She up in our ears.